Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. And honestly, I wasn't going to do another video on this topic, but we just had a lot more information discovered. Like, we have actual screenshots from the blockchain dude. So yeah, so we're going to be going through a look at that and see what he has to say about Omi. But yeah, I just got through reading something crazy on Twitter, man. You always have these people who say something ridiculous and then think that they actually made a point when they say it. Like, I just saw something that said, oh, you can't fall for FUD unless you sell low and then the price recovers. Omi price never recovers. And it's like, there was a point in time where Bitcoin price didn't recover too. Until it did. It's like, and it did not. It didn't make those people who missed out any less stupid for missing out on Bitcoin. It's like people all like this is the type of logic that people have. The point of being an investor is to be invested before the big moves happen. Like, I understand people trying to get better positions, trying to flip their way into more Omi and things like that, but that's risky. I'm an investor, which means I invest money. If I invest at a high rate, I dollar cost average down, and then it's like that's just how it goes. Like, I put more of my own money in. I don't try to get more from money that I already put in. Now, nothing against people who can do that successfully, but that adds more risk to your investment. The way that I approach it, it's not adding more risk. I just keep averaging down. Like, that. It's really that simple. Investing is not complicated whatsoever. Like, the people, and it is people who have missed out at certain times because the token can blow up at any moment. But then, yes, it does get suppressed back down. So, I mean, listen, I just don't understand certain things. Certain things in the community that people believe is kind of weird. But before we jump into it, be sure to drop that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and turn on notifications so you stay updated. And yeah, let's jump into this. So the homie Michael actually sent us some heat. He said, sorry, man, fell asleep. Only just seen the message after your YouTube video. I'll paste the message he sent to his subscribers. So, apparently this is one of his subscribers, and I guess this is one of the guys paying this man $2,000 a month or whatever. So I guess he really is he's really interested in what this guy has to say if you're paying that much. But yeah, I guess that's how much it costs to subscribe to this guy's premium. If subscribing and the premium is the same thing, I don't know. I don't know what these little groups are and how they work and none of that. So yeah, that being said, let's jump into it. So he says, why I never not once gave a signal for Omi after we reached 10x target and after free reached 2x target. Again, I write for slow fucks because attentive received one of my many hints in chats and channels. So there it goes. Omi, hold on. Again, I write for slow because attentive received one of my many hints in chats and channels. So there it goes. Omi, although undisputed NFT king, has a terrible flaw. Terrible flaw. I didn't tell what it was because I wanted to give the team a chance to fix it. And if it would be fixed, it would create another 3x, totaling up to 30x for Omi to everyone's satisfaction. The problem with Omi is, I'll tell you now for the first time in detail, as it has too big amount of individual whale tokens. Think of APY's dump times 3 or 4. So, I mean, at some points you would think I get tired of being right, but he's a trader who's upset that you cannot trade this token effectively in the short term. Because at any point in time, the market can be manipulated because there's a lot of people with a lot of Omi, and we're not on a lot of exchanges. So we don't... Basically, the reason that this is happening is because you have crypto people trying to take advantage of a new project that has potential. This is nothing new. It's going to be those people that want to take advantage of people, want to take advantage of opportunities. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So this is scammers heaven. This is dickhead heaven right now. Like, everybody who out here doing these crazy things, this is heaven for them. They're probably not going to be able to get an opportunity like this where they can manipulate, like, at this level, at this scale, a project with this much potential ever again in their lives. So Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to be doing it right now. It's just like you have to understand what they're doing and take advantage. Yes, uneducated people are going to sell out. There's going to be a lot of people who miss out because there was a lot of people who missed out on Amazon. There was a lot of people who missed out on Google. There was a lot of people who missed out on Bitcoin, Ethereum, anything that you can think of worth anything. It's a lot of people who miss out on it because people start getting cold feet because of fear. And the reason that people are fearful is because they didn't do their research and due diligence to begin with. So they don't have the conviction that you need to push through when things are not looking good. I'm an investor, which means no matter how much price manipulation or any of that stuff is happening right now, in the long term, it's not going to happen because if you understand the token utility that's coming, think about it this way. What's happening is they're fluctuating the price. They're fluctuating the price because you have these whales manipulating. What happens when Veve does an exclusive Iron Man drop, but because they've, like when they add in utility, they can say, you have to stake 1,000,000 Omi. And let's say they have 100 people stake 1,000,000 Omi just so they can get access to that drop. If they have 100 people stake 1,000,000 Omi, so now we have 100 million Omi staked, and that just can't be touched. Like, so as you can see, it's harder to manipulate when you have 100 people staking 1,000,000 Omi right here. Then for this drop, 50 million, like 50 people staking 1,000,000 Omi there. Then for that drop, you have like 1,000 people staking 1,000,000 Omi. So as you can start to realize the more drops that they have once the token utility is added, the more staked Omi that there is. Basically, the less the price is going to be able to be manipulated. So it's going to eventually build up over time. It's going to build up to a point, like give it some time, give it a couple years or so, and it's going to build up to a time where these guys cannot do what they are doing right now. So they know that it's inevitable. So it's in their best interest to get it out of the way right now. But basically, this guy, it sounds like he's can't get the returns that he wants to. He's a trader who can't trade with this token. So he's making it seem like there's a huge problem. We have to put it into context. Who is this huge problem for? This huge problem is not for the consumer. It's not for us. This huge problem is for traders. So this is not something that we have to care about. But let's see what else he says. And the main whale is enemy whale, who has zero loyalty to Omi. So why holding a token that on any big rise will start getting selling pressure you can't get through? And obviously the only reason that you would try to get through selling pressure is to make some type of call and try to trade, like to get some type of return on your money. Like you can't get through certain sell pressure, so you're not going to go up quick enough for this guy. You're not going to go up quick enough. Like this is 100% reasonable. I just hate the fact that he does not clarify the fact that it's only impactful to short-term traders, people who are trying to trade. So again, he said, I held Omi with you. I was even rewarded by the team to promote it when I believed it was a gem. However, my first loyalty is to you, and when I don't see something as good, no amount of money can change it. Now he's just a superhero turning down money. Like, listen, this paragraph is a little over dramatic. Like, relax, buddy. Relax. You promoted something that made you a lot of money, and that's going to make a lot of people a lot of money in the future because they have insane licenses, and it's common sense that this is going to blow up. Like, let's not act like you out here doing God's work or something, bro. Like, relax. But if one day I find out that the team can handle those whales, I'll be the first to get back in Omi. If one day you find out the team can handle those whales, the team does not have to handle those whales because once utility is added, there's going to be new whales, and it's going to be based around the Veve app. That's the benefit of actually having a product. The product will handle the whales in the future. They just have to add this token utility in and the liquidity. They have to add these things in, but it's already in the plans. We know that it's coming. So this really makes no sense. This whole stance makes no sense, and the timing of this stance makes no sense whatsoever. And this is why, like, I don't know you. I don't like it. This is why it seems kind of shady at certain points, because you come out with these problems at the strangest time when we're having all these when we having all this FUD spread. You're just one person, you're one big person in a pile of FUD going on right now, and it all happens around token unlocks. Like, why was this problem not brought up before token unlocks came? Like, why do you decide to throw your hat into the FUD when token unlocks come? That's the weird part to me. Like, this is what makes me feel like you're either being manipulated or you may be a part of it. I mean, in my opinion, like that's just my opinion. It looks like Like, listen, it's hard to tell. But honestly, this guy, when you look at his little group or whatever, they work on so many different tokens. I see Bitcoin, I see all other types of tokens and stuff like that. So I literally doubt he's sitting around plotting on Omi. I seriously doubt that. But it just does not look good. It looks like someone is pushing your buttons whenever, like if someone gave you information when they wanted you to make a profit, and someone's giving you more information or something else to focus on when they want the community footed. Like, it looks like that this is, you're being manipulated at will, or maybe this right here is was the price for you getting that early information. Maybe, hey, listen, I don't know. This is all just my opinion. That's speculatory, but it looks weird. So he said, if one day I find out the team can handle those wells, I'll be the first to get back in Omi. If you actually want to find out, study. But until then, it's a closed page for me, and I believe you should fucking close it too. The risk is terrible. I never want a project like Solana or Omi that have cap on the upside, that are heavily manipulated, that standard traders don't stand a fighting chance. Keyword there, standard traders don't stand a fighting chance. Obviously, like, so I don't understand the attempt at trading something like this. Like, why not trade something that has more of a history? Like why jump into new projects attempting to trade it anyway? It just makes no sense. If you want to make the biggest returns, be able to take the biggest risk while still managing your risk, it would make sense to do the things that have the most history, the things that you can look back historically and see the most touch points on a chart and things like that. It's like, but hey, I mean, you're the trader, not me. I mean, I'm just a guy with common sense. So hey, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But maybe the strategy for trading is go to something completely new with no history and attempt to just do it to the best of your ability, and ignore the token over there with 10 years in the game that's been doing the same thing for 10 years straight. Like, just ignore that. Go to the one that you got a few months of data on. That's the better one. Maybe that's like, yeah. But there you have it. Tell me next time you hold Omi or ask question about Omi after my already 20 hints and direct messages that I wouldn't hold Omi anymore. I don't know what I'll do with. I held, let me see. Okay, this was, oh yeah, we saw this. To me it seems I have more of your interest in mind than you do. Have your interest in mind. Please, make D-Man proud, reduce mistakes, increase the correct smart moves. Make D-Man proud. Is this man talking about himself in the third person? Like, what is going on here? Like, what? This group is weird. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care what type of gains y'all get. Like, what type of coat? Like, what do you mean? This man just said, yo, listen, everybody, make Cavell Anderson proud. Press that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate that. Make Cavell Anderson proud, man. Be sure to watch every single video so Cavell Anderson can be a very successful YouTuber, y'all. Because Cavell Anderson definitely appreciate. Now let me stop. Let me stop. But yeah, so basically the whole point is, like, this guy's a trader. The token can't be traded right now, and yeah, that's what he's upset about. So this FUD is closed. The case is closed. The guy is upset that with the token because he can't trade it. And that's basically what I said from the beginning. I called that out from the beginning. The guy looked like a trader, and this token can't be traded. So obviously he's going to have a problem with it. So what he's saying is not wrong. He's come to the right conclusion. You can't trade this token. But the fact that traders cannot trade this token absolutely does not matter. In the long term, once utility is added and things like that, and Veve is what's driving the token movement, all these traders and things will be irrelevant anyway. So me personally, I'm going to keep bagging up Omi. I'm going to keep bagging it up. And I'm going to appreciate the low prices. I'm definitely going to appreciate this discount. You got people saying that, Omi, there's too many tokens, too much this, too much that. Listen, don't listen to anyone sitting here telling you there's too many Omi tokens, and because it makes absolutely no sense. How do you know how much Omi tokens we're going to need for the Veveverse? Some of you all share this inside information with me. That's what I need from you. You got this inside information, because for all we know, the Veveverse is going to cost $1 billion. Is going to burn 1 billion Omi tokens per day. For all we know, the Veveverse will burn 1 billion Omi tokens a day. So if that's the case, then what are you talking about? You really don't have a leg to stand on here. You're not talking with facts. You're talking with emotion. You're talking with what you. People are basing their thoughts on what is currently in Veve, not understanding that they have more things to come and they can change calculations and stuff for the things that's to come in the future. So people are not taking this stuff into consideration. The team can't even tell you that they have a surplus of tokens. Which means if they are not even sure they have a surplus of tokens, how can these random people who have paper hands actually know that? So me personally, I invested my money because I trust this team and I trust that they're smarter than me. So if I see a problem, I trust that they know this problem is there and they're going to address this problem. I do not invest my money if I don't fully trust that you can handle any problems that arise. So anyone here who has invested their money and don't have trust in this team, that is dumb to do as an investor, and stop, rethink what you're doing, and this may not be a project that you want to invest in. I'm not one of these people who want everyone to stay here simply because I want to see the price of Omi rise. I want you to be in the right investment for you, and if you can't see this team as a team that you really want to get behind and trust, you should not be invested in this team. No matter what anyone in this community says, how anyone in this community will look at you for leaving or anything like that. This just may not be the investment for you. Now, is there a very big chance that you'll look back on this decision a few years later, like dude who's bought pieces with Bitcoin and regret your life? I mean, yes, the chances, it definitely looks like there's a great chance that's going to happen, that would happen. But I mean, you have to learn as an adult in this world. You have to make your decisions and you have to live with the consequences. Honestly, like, listen, we're just going based off of what we can see. Based off what we can see, this project is a no-brainer. It's going to be super successful. But honestly, people jumping out right now, like, what if something happens? Like what if the project goes to shit somehow? Like, all of us who believe could be the ones that's fools in the end. So I mean, there's no guarantees here. This is why it's investing. There's no guarantees. But I mean, all the facts as it currently stands is pointing towards success. And if you don't understand that, you should do a little bit more research, or if you don't want to do that research, dip out the project. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.